guys, welcome back to my channel. Hishitori here, and today I am making, well, more like I'm finally posting another how-to video. So kind of bootleg in a way. If my audio sounds a little trash, do forgive me. And what else was there? Well, dang, I can't even remember what I was gonna say. But yeah, so if it does sound a little bit echoey or noisy, do forgive me. So yeah, so welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be a how-to video of how to draw a thick girls. I thought I'd do something for starters with that because it's like the easiest thing to do. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, so I'm pretty sure you guys, bruh, I can't even talk today. So sorry. I'm pretty sure you guys know like thick women's size, like how they look. You know, if you look at, like, I'm probably gonna post some pictures on here, but if you just look at the body, you can easily tell those are more like circles and probably some ovals, but mainly circles. And then sometimes you, like for the legs, you probably have shapes like these, probably. We do. That's how we kind of draw, just for like the base of the legs. Like, as you know, you got your circle, probably like kneecaps here, and you got the little feet right there, and you know, I mean, this is just a rough sketch, but bam, you know. So yeah, so I'm just gonna draw one as an example. I'm just gonna draw like a regular figure as an example, and then we're gonna go from there. Okay, so excuse like the ugly look. This is like a rough sketch of like just a random body. So I'm just gonna go ahead and outline it. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. So like I said, this is just like a little sketch I'm just gonna like just do here. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, it was just a sketch that we're just gonna use as an example. Goodness gracious, she just looks so bony. Like, where's the meat? Goodness. Okay, so yeah, all these sections here, like I said, midsection, all of the leg, of course, and the arm, and then the face. So yeah, all these sections here is where like most of the baby fat is going to be like located. So when you draw thick women, instead of like how I did it where I use shapes like this, that's like the underwear shape. We're going to go ahead and use circles. Now that is like a terrible ugly example. But think about like the bean method. You're actually going to make the shapes a little bit bigger and like just give them a little bit more plump around it. So like, this is terrible, but this is just like the chest here. Like, this is the chest right here. Then you got the stomach. You got the stomach here, and then you just have the crotch area. Terrible example, but I'm gonna show like a better example later on. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and draw a few like body circles, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started. And then like you kind of want to just connect them. Whoops. Yeah, so you kind of just want to connect them. So it's almost like the regular bean shape method, but you're like putting the circles like really close to each other. And then we're going to draw like a little spinal cord to guide us of how the body's going to look. Just like I said, like the bean method. But again, you're like putting the circles like really close to each other, and you're making them kind of big. Another easier way to understand it is like for the top part of the body, you're kind of making the circle kind of like medium. size versus the bottom size. So what I mean by that is the top part, like the bust area, what we call it, is gonna be like kind of an oval circle and like semi big, and then like the bottom, like basically like this. So you got like the medium size up here, like the medium size top, and then you're gonna make the bottom a little bit bigger. So it almost looks like a figure 8, but you're making the bottom 8 a little bit bigger, like this. Yep. And we're just gonna use these shapes as an example. My bad, y'all. This part right here, I just went ahead and redrew the front view because it just didn't look right to me. Yep, as a matter of fact, this one looks like a perfect like figure 8. Like, I don't know if most of you guys draw your 8s like that, like you're like like I don't know if that's how most people draw their 8s, but yeah. So alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and draw the other parts, like the shoulders, and then we're gonna go ahead and continue. And then I'm starting to do this sometimes. Just draw your like guideline to where like you want the shoulders to be. That way you can make it a lot easier than just trying to guess where it's gonna be. So after you like drew the line where the shoulders are gonna be, and then like the shoulder circles, then you go and put the thigh circles in. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and draw the little neck area, like the little neckline, and the shoulders, or like, you know, the area where it connects like the neck and the shoulders. Sorry. And then when you're like drawing like the shoulders from the arms, make sure they're not too close to where the shoulder circle is connected. So, you know, like on like if it was like a smaller person, you have like the shoulder circles, you got the chest. Yeah, when you're drawing out your line, you don't have to connect it like this. You don't have to connect it like that. For plus models, we're going to go around it. So like I said, that's like the baby fat area. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And don't mind the neck, like I said, it's just a little rough sketch. It's not really an accurate looking neck. It does look a little weird, but you know, don't worry about that. So now I'm just drawing the shape, like the outline of what the body of a plus figure should look like. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just drawing in over the sketch part. So once you get done doing your sketch of like the step, like the circles, lines, all that, then you're just gonna draw over it like you're drawing the full body. Also, another thing, when you're drawing plus women, most thick women do not have thigh gaps. Like, they might have a little gap, which is totally fine. It is totally fine for them to have like a little gap. But as far as like, as much as a smaller woman has, a lot of thick women do not have that much thigh gap. So again, like I said, I'm probably gonna draw like another front view, and I'm going to do the full body so you can see exactly like how the arm should look. Like right here, it does look hidden, but I'm gonna just tell you right here. So when you draw arms, you know how they're just like very flat kinda, and like very connected, very close. Like they look like two little parallel straight lines like this. For thicker women, when you draw the thicker women, add like a little bump. Like I said, it's the same like with the thighs too. The thighs are the exact same way. Just add like little little bumps. Like, what is that you use? Like when you're typing or something, that little thing. Like they look like that. Just do it like that, for example. I hope that helped. I'll do my best here, okay? So yeah, they would have like a little muffin top. Go ahead and finish drawing that in. So yeah, it's like a cute little muffin top. We're just gonna add there. I should really move on to the other body, so. Okay, we're gonna move on to the other bodies. I'm like having way too much fun drawing this out. See, like, look, I'm already like trying to draw a freaking bra top. And hey, there is nothing wrong with a lot of belly.
We don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
The cuter, the better. Like, look at that. That is such a good looking belly. I'm having way too much fun drawing these. And I don't understand why I don't draw a lot of these too much. But that's definitely going to be a game changer for like 2025. One last little detail. I would say like everything on the woman's body has a little baby fat when you're drawing thick girls, like especially the neck. So I don't know why I drew the small neck. But like I said, it's not perfect, but yeah, just drawing a little sketch out. And like I said before, like this was like a rough sketch anyway, so not everything's gonna like look perfect. And that's why I said like where I was editing where the area was gonna be, it wasn't gonna be perfect to begin with anyway, not with all the like sketch lines. But hey, that's what happens when you draw. You're so into it that is like not everything's gonna look pretty accurate. So this is just a beginning rough sketch right here. Like, look at that. It's so pretty. I like it. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna continue. Also, another tip, when you're drawing like thick plus women and like clothes, you always want to make sure like in areas like if it's skin tight, like I'm gonna just do an example over here somewhere, like if they're wearing like a bra or something, like I'm just gonna draw this out, and it's like a side angle, always make sure like this is the bra top right here and this is the side view. So when you're drawing it, always put a little access area right there, because you know how on tight clothes you get the meat that's hanging. You get the meat hanging out. It could be, and it's also the same for like when girls wear tights. I'm gonna like show some examples to make it easier to understand. But yeah, girls like wear those tights. You see how it's like hugging the leg, but then the access meat that's on the outside, it just kind of like, I don't know how to say it. Like what? Like it just kind of hangs out. There, it kind of hangs out. So I hope that helped. I was definitely trying to figure out how to say it, but yeah, it just kind of hangs out. It hangs over. So yeah, skin tight, put a little bump right here. Again, this is a sketch, but I'm just letting you guys know ahead of time in case I forget to mention that. Okay. All right. I think that's good. That is really good. So yeah, when you're drawing plus women, you know, they are big circles, like huge circles. So yeah, I think this is really good. Sometimes you gotta add your little detail, you know, with your little belly. It's so cute. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I don't draw bodies like this too often, but I'm glad I'm doing it because I'm helping you guys out, and it's teaching me how to like draw more body size, like more body types rather than just always small. So this is actually really fun to like draw with. It's very easy, very simple, you know, it's not super difficult to deal with or like to draw. You have the examples of the sketches, like I said, the figure 8, kind of what it looked like, and you know, you get your spinal, like, you know, the little line for the spinal cord, you know, all that dudes. And then you just draw over it, and this is what you're gonna get. So yeah, it takes good practice. So I'm gonna go ahead and sketch a full body so that way you guys get a better example. I'm probably gonna do like a full body and then more half bodies like this using references and like different poses, different angles. So we're gonna go from there. All right, example that we're gonna use, I just grabbed a random photo offline, but you can definitely tell, like you can see. So yeah, it's like a circle or oval, whatever, egg shape, you know, whatever you want to call it. And then you have her bottom, like don't mind how it's not perfect. Like I said, excuse me. And then you have your legs. We're gonna go ahead and draw circles in for the legs. Like this is a perfect prime example. And then you're gonna draw your thighs in. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Then we're gonna have the knee, the kneecaps, and then your calf area. So yeah, y'all see how on her body figure that everything is like bigger than regular size. So yeah, versus the normal smaller size. Yeah, and then you're gonna have your little shoulders here. Now I tend to draw mine a little different. Like I said, you could draw that guideline to guide you where that's gonna be, where the arms are gonna be. And remember my old videos where I believe I did put that there. Like, yep. So right around this area where the bust is, like between the bust and the stomach is where you're gonna have your little elbow circles. Because of the angle she in, it's kind of different. So yeah. So that's like a perfect example. So yeah, everything on the female body, the thick body, is like everything is just bigger, including her face. So all that included. Her neck is a little bit more wider, thicker. Yeah, you get the little side meat. You got the side meat, thigh meat, arm meat, everything. Yep. So yeah, that's what I was saying. Even with the arms, instead of like straight, well, not even fully straight, but you know how they shape it for certain arms. On thicker women, it's like more, whatever you call this symbol that you texted. I still can't remember the name of right now, but I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just use a reference. I'm gonna go ahead and use her reference to look at, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and draw it out. So here we go. So not everybody is the same. Like she is like probably on the big side in a good way. In a good way. She's on the bigger side. Some women you might have like a slim thick. So yeah, not every body type is the same. Like her, she got a little bit more meat. If it was like a different size person, she'll probably have some curves with a little bit of meat, not as much meat as she does. So yeah, just keep that in mind that not every body type is the same because some are different. So like, you know how in the recent ones that I drew, like I added more roundness, more like a muffin shape, while hers is not as much. So she doesn't have much stomach, but she does have, like, you know, you can see it on the side where it's like that little curve area around the stomach, versus how I did mine like so deep, like that. So yeah, there are different body types with different types of I want to say like meat pattern. I mean, take it as you will. So yep, that's another good example. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up and probably do a couple more sketches just for the fun of it. Okay, and there you have it. Good example. I'm gonna turn off the sketch layer and bam. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and just draw other poses, other reference poses, just for the fun of it. So that way you guys have like more of what am I trying to say? Like have more examples. I don't know. But like just more ways that you can draw like this figure. I'll say it like that. Hopefully that makes sense. And like I always said, you guys, this is just a practice, a tutorial on how to draw thick girls. This is not like you're drawing a portrait or anything. This is just practice. Nothing has to be perfect. You're just having fun with it. And that's what we're doing here. So that's all. so there you have it, you guys. Each different body type, size, thickness, all the steps you need to know on how to draw them. I'm gonna put the other pictures at the end. But yeah, so I hope this helped you guys. I appreciate you guys so much for joining if you were drawing with me. If not, if you were just watching to learn it, I enjoy that too. So yeah, that is it. If you guys have any questions or anything, please leave it down in the comments. I think next I'm gonna try the guys version, and if you guys want that video too, be sure you like this video, comment which body type is yours. I'm just gonna put like letters. There's gonna be like letters next to them, so, or numbers, either or. Whichever you like most. Also leave that down in the comments. So yeah, again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next week. Bye.